Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another repair video here in a lab, this time in a 2007 Land Rover Discovery LR3. Customer name is German Silva. He's from South Carolina. He sent me this cluster because he said he has a very dreaded common problem on this cluster that is working good and then all of a sudden it goes off and sometimes it's intermittent. His is very intermittent. Sometimes he said by just tapping on the dashboard it comes on and or reacts weird. Sometimes the fuel light doesn't come on and so on. I mean, probably have it connected for maybe 30, 40 minutes and it has not I haven't been able to really see it acting. So I contacted Herman and I said, I'm very familiar with all the issues this cluster has. I actually take everything apart. As you can see, I just cycle it again to see if it happens. I'm again very familiar, so I recommend him that since I have the instrument cluster here, I would recommend to completely refurbish, which is removing capacitors, diodes, resistors that I know that are very common to break and get lost, and also resolder all the ICs are the most common area for his concerns. I always solder completely the connector, which is also a part of what I do, to make sure that this is going to be a long-term repair. On this one is just the first part. I'm probably just going to keep going with the video, try to not talk too much and make the video as short as possible. But I want to make sure that I put the video for him. We can see that he has 151, 495 miles. With the top down, I am connected and manually select Discovery 3, normally aspirated, and I'm in the instrument cluster. Due to that's the only thing I have connected. I'm using the pinouts for these ones are pretty easy. All we need to have in order to this cluster to talk, this is actually a picture. So is pin 1 and 2, which is can high and can low. Pin 5 is just a power for elimination. 15 is ignition, 16 is battery positive, and then grounds on 31 and 32. So pretty simple, pretty easy to do. In order to know where these two go connected, pin 1 and pin 2, I mean, it's kind of high and kind of low, it says it's right here. So kind of high is pin 6 on our instrument cluster, sorry, on our DLC connector, remember. So pin 1 goes to 6 and pin 14 goes to 2. Can high, can low. That's pretty much what I want to show. As far as connections, I got also just I like to save information to see what the connector number and everything is because it's just a way that I always proceed for every customer. He even sent me a picture of the car. So he has this, he's very proud of the car, very good vehicle. He has it for 6 years. He's been driven from California all up to New York and then down into South Carolina and no issues. He loves the car. He's very happy with it. And again, these are very good vehicles. I was talking to him that if you maintain a vehicle good, you are on top of oil services and you use good quality oil and good filters, air filters, your car will last forever. The problem with a lot of people here is that they buy a beautiful car and they take it over to Jiffy Lube. What is Jiffy Lube is going to use? Because you're looking for paying the less, so Jiffy Lube is going to try to make some money because they're already at the bottom of the price. They cannot give you the same quality of oil or filters than a good premium shop will do. And then what they're going to use, whatever the cheapest, whatever the best, I mean, just a fluid that can let you get out of the door and you are by your own. So yeah, that destroys at the end in very long or elongated oil services. Some manufacturers tell you to do the oil change every 10,000 miles. Yeah, it will last the warranty of the vehicle. Then after that, you're by your own. Now your car is full of carbon. It will not last. I always recommend do your oil changes every 5,000 miles. I personally use in my car BG MOA 2 cans because it's a V8 engine. I got the BMW X6M. If you have a six-cylinder, you can use just a 1 can. Yes, that will increase the price a little bit, but realistically, how many oil service do I do in my car a year? A year, two? So That is something me and anybody can do, and it will be not a problem. But then when you go and your engine is start to, lose, like it's now using oil or it has a knocking or something, and then the mechanic tell you, yes, we need to replace the engine, and that is 15, 20, $30,000. And now you're like, oh, these cars are so bad. These cars are, I should have never bought that car. No, you should have do your maintenance, do your homework, see what is the best for you, not the best for the dealer. Because again, a lot of people goes and buys the maintenance package the dealer offers, and sometimes realistically, because I have been talking to a lot of um, technicians that work on the dealers, when they work for repairs on warranty, they barely getting paid. Sometimes they just punch that they did the oil and then the oil service and they didn't even do it. So yeah, it's not fair for the customer. How you know you're trusting them? So that's why I like shops like the one I work and Bavaria More Repairs. We take pictures of the services, of the oil filter. We use only premium quality materials, and the customers are happy because now they're like just there to do maintenance. We do a preventive maintenance. Now when we keep you up to the record, to the point that your car is up to date, it's just a 1 year visit. It's like visiting your doctor. Yeah, I want to, get a blood test and a physical, but because you want to know how you are. Same thing with a car, right? But then when the doctor tell you, yeah, yeah, you're doing everything good, your car, yourself in good shape. Keep going, keep doing what you're doing. See you next year. You're happy, and now you're like, I love this car. It's like Herman, he loves his car, he maintains his car. So I talked to him and I recommended to do the refurbish, and he approved it. So I'm going to take it apart, see if I found the normal cracked solder joints and the areas around the IC, and I'm going to show you, and we go from there. All right. I say that I wasn't going to talk too much, and I always try to express myself a little bit. Hopefully, you guys like that from me. Please leave me comments. I would like to know more about all of you that are watching my channel. What do you like? What you don't like? Let me know, because I like to put a content that is attractive to all, and also to teach others. This is not just I don't know. This is not a fan probably YouTube channel, but this is more in depth, more in like training, more in like, yes, you want to maintain your cars. I give advices to car owners and everything. So stay tuned. All right, let me take this apart. I'll be right back. All right, guys. I did all the repairs. I soldered the two main ICs. You need to pretty much resolder all the legs. This is very hard because these are covered with like a very heavy paste. So you need to remove that very careful. As you can see, everything is being done in here, all the areas, and so is in here. Actually, I found a few of these legs that were completely loose. So I am very, very happy that that will really take care. These look like somebody already worked on these in 2018. They only work on this one. They didn't replace nothing on the instrument cluster, and they never touched this one. So this is done now properly. I replace all the main components that I always recommend to do, which is hydrolytic capacitors, some diodes, and then resolder the uh, resistors that are on the other side. Let me show you a picture of that. Give me just 1 second because I wanted to, well, actually, let me flip this over so we can do the test and make sure that this is working properly. I'll be right back. All right, carefully flip over the instrument cluster because it's still, as you can see, completely open on the back. Just to show you what I mean about the front side, so you need to get on the front to resolder completely the connector, which I always do, and then resolder all these resistors. There's some that were about to fall, so this is definitely going to be taking care of a lot of issues that he was experiencing. And now we're going to do the um, tests. I already calibrate, so save time on everything. I already calibrate the needles, and we will see that here. Let me get the scanner. Let me reset set the scanner now because obviously I was working on the scanner. Oh, sorry, on the instrument cluster. Land Rover. Gotta select that. Since I don't have the vehicle connected, I just gotta select, manual selection, Discovery 3, naturally aspirated. Then it's going to try to read the bean. It's no bean, so no problem because it's going to open up, and then I will be able to perform the test on the instrument cluster. I want to. This is already being tested in here because these ones are well known to just out of the blue go offline, and you can get like a couple of lights, but that's it. I want to show also this I have for the cluster lighting, so you can see that there is no light now on behind, and now there is a light in there. So that's it. You can see the blue line going off and on, so that is the lighting. All right, so we're going to select the instrument cluster. I'm going to move this closer so we can see both reactions at the same time. So I'm going to just go into actuation test. This is a plus and minus just a way. Let's activate the left turn signal so we can put the on and then start, and we can see the left turn signal working. We can exit that. We can do the right. I don't know why it always moves it right turn signal. We do the same thing on and then a start, and then we got that. So the actual cluster is indeed working good. The commodore pointer position, let's go over to 100%. I don't know why, and the commodore goes in weird numbers. It doesn't never give me 100 total. It's like 102. So let's just start that. Come on. Try a little less. All right, so we are having a reaction in here that I did not expect. All right, let me try another one. Let's try the speedometer. Go to 50% on the speedometer. Yeah, nope. We are definitely having some glitches now working or going on. Let's try the temperature gauge. So we got no reactions on the gauges. Gonna move it just to a different position. Turn the, because you know what I think it might be is the phase. I think that's what is going on. So the problem is by not having the back connected is giving a push on the needle. So let me actually put the back cover. I'll be right back. All right, I put everything together because yeah, that was by not having the back cover and the front cover, the needles were just pushed too close to the face. All right, so let's turn this back on, and we can see now the needles are moving. Let's go over to the camera position, and I want to get it to go to 0. Come on. Set it off. Yeah, that's what I needed to do. The camera right here. Let's raise it up to 50% right there. Yeah. Okay, so it was a glitch in communication because now, as you can all see, is working good. And yeah, when the needles get skew, if don't freaked out, just get the cover out. Sometimes you can do it by hand or disconnect the battery and let it reset because will be the normal thing. Let's say if I turn this, see how the temperature stay there. As soon as you set it up, battery wise, they should all follow 0. As soon as ignition comes on, temperature, since there is in this case no temperature sender or sensor connected, it should go up there. But yeah, so they're all working good. Lights are working good. All right, so let's do this test one more time. I'm gonna have to exit in here. I'm going to go over to the same thing, left turn signal, on, off. Okay, I'm gonna try to do the right one. My doggy loves to bark. And then right side on, right side off. That's working good. All right, so let's do the camera position. I'm gonna go around 12%. That is 12%. I'm gonna go 38%. Perfect. 63%. Good. 89%. That's good. And then we can exit. Should go back to 0 and it's going perfect. Sorry, I gotta go and quiet him up. He was barking just too much. All right, let's do the fuel gauge full test. All right, 10, we're gonna do 10% first. That's 10%, 20%. I'm gonna go from 20 to 50. That looks perfectly in middle. Let's go 100%. That is 100%. And then we can exit. That should go to empty and then reserved. And now let's do the speedometer one more time. We'll go to 10%. Perfect. 30%. 50%. That looks really, really good in the middle. And let's go to 100%. And that's perfect. So all the needles are working. I'm going to keep monitoring the cluster. Again, this is 100% fixed. Everything is working good. I resolved all the components and replaced the components that I'm very familiar with and they had problems. Whoever worked on these did broken some of the tabs, like this was broken in here. It's nothing I can do. A plastic pin that goes in the center here is also broken, but that's just guide for the plastic. So we have more tabs, and all the way around. So that's not going to create any issues. But yeah, everything is working good. And again, I'm just off video, going to keep having it on probably for 1 hour. I am very successful repairing this cluster because I take apart and solder properly. A lot of people just put them in like an oven or something like that. I would not recommend to do that. This is very, very dangerous for these two. I resolder every single component. I remove that clear coat protection that is in there, and then solder with new solder, and everything is working. And it's so far 100% success rate. So I expect the same in here. And I always try to give an update. I repaired Aaron Bates around 3 or 4 months ago. I've been in contact with him. He says, Mike, no more. Everything is working 100%. So that is good. And for other customers, and I did the same thing on LR3s, and they're happy. All right, guys, I will not hold you back much longer. Thank you so much for visiting the channel, and stay tuned. I always try to keep you up to date, updating new videos of these repairs that I love to do. Share as much as information as I can, and then also repair videos on BMW now that I'm working on BMW Mini Coopers and Rolls Royce and various more repairs. Thank you so much for visiting the channel. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.